Hello and welcome to Blue Army TV. I'm sitting here after Carlisle have been beaten 3-2 at home for, what 3-2 seems to be our new favourite scoreline against Barnsley anyways. But yeah, look, it's another defeat. It's another okay performance that has gone down as 0 points. Look, it's not that the points really matter anymore, I suppose. I think we're more than reserved to the fact that we're going down now. But yeah, it's still, I like going to these games. I love going to watch Carlisle even now. But it's still, even when the defeats mean nothing, it's still crushing for your mood when you come out of Brunton Park having lost, especially a game like that where we've played so well. And we've got 2 goals. Luke Armstrong, rightfully man of the match, a goal and an assist for him. He scored his first goal against Barnsley, I believe, and he scored his third now against Barnsley, and got set up Butterworth's late, fight back effort. But yeah, today I think it's been revealed that Veal is going to be out for a long time, possibly. Georgie Kelly's still no further back. Josh Coyote, I wouldn't bother with him. Even when he comes back, I doubt we'll play him because he's not going to be here next season. He signed a new long-term deal at Rotherham when we signed him on loan. So I don't see any point in playing him now if he comes back, unless Paul Simpson seems to think he can get him in the summer. But yeah, I feel like these videos are becoming very, very repetitive, and that's because the same thing happens every week. This same scoreline as well seems to happen a lot nowadays. It was Orient, it was last week, it was this week. We get a lot of 3-2 losses, and they're always losses. But this time we take the lead, and we deserve the lead as well after the opening, I think, 20 minutes. We concede to an absolutely brilliant goal. People say Harry Lewis should have saved it. I'm not too sure, but he does get 2 hands to it. It reminded me a lot of the one we scored last week, where the keeper does get both hands to it, but can only push it into his own net. But it's an excellent strike that I don't think you can complain too much about. And yeah, the second goal, the third goal for me was really annoying because I think the keeper can come and claim that. And it was just another example of us going behind and then capitulating. It was again right after we made substitutions, which seemed to happen a lot. We make a sub and then we go on to concede again. It happens an alarming amount now. It's it's no points on the board. And it's daft, but we're just gonna have to go again because Simpson's not going anywhere. People seem to be divided as to whether he should, but he's not going anywhere. I think he just won't leave now. There's no point in sacking him now. And I don't think they will do it in the summer. So we're just going to have to see out the end of the season. We're just going to have to get to the end. And, I think unless we lose every game until now at the end of the season, I think we're safe from being the worst League One side in history. I just want to hit that 30 points tally. That's got to be the aim now, to hit that. Because not getting that's just embarrassing, and I feel like we need that now. But when you're losing every week, it doesn't seem entirely plausible. We've got 9 games now. We're in the single figures. Just see it out. That's the only advice. And I feel so downhearted, especially because I think we played well today. I think Butterworth took his goal really well. Killip, not a keeper I rate very highly. He was at Hartlepool not too long ago, but he takes it round the keeper, slots it in, and he deservedly, we get that goal back, but it's just not enough, and that seems to be the story of the season. It's just not enough. Them words there, that phrase, it's not enough, could define our entire season, because it just seems to be what happens every week. Oh, we played well, but it wasn't enough. That's it. Just seems to be every single week now. And look, I like Luke Armstrong. I think he's going to be really good in League 2. Harrison Neal had another good game. John Mellish, I think, played particularly well as well. Josh Emmanuel, I think, really struggled coming back into the team, and he's going to be a weird one in the summer as to whether he stays or whether he goes. Jack Robinson, I didn't really notice him, which is you say that's a good thing for a defender, but when you've got a kind of attacking fullback, you expect him to do a little bit more, I think. Taylor Charter's put in some really good passes. I'm looking forward to seeing what he can do in League 2 next season, and if he is our first choice attacking midfielder going into next season. But yeah, I just want to get to the end of this season. I want to see who leaves. I want to see who comes in, and I want to start the season in League 2 with Georgie Kelly and Luke Armstrong up top, fully fit. Josh Vila, Taylor Charters, Harrison Neal in behind them, and I want us to play well, and I want us to, I just want to finish this season off well. I know we're already down, and it's nigh on impossible for us to get out of this mess, but I want us to go down fighting. I don't want to just be here 20 points adrift, losing the remaining games of the season because they don't matter. I want to see us end the season on a high, and I hope that some of these players are fighting for their place in the team next year, because that's what I want to see. Because a few of them players will leave, even the ones that are under contract for next season. I think will either be sent out on loan or sold. And you just look at some of them. You look at Emmanuel, for example. He's out of contract. He's not out of contract, so he's here next season. But unless he proves himself worthy in these last remaining games, I can't see him staying. The same with, you could say Sam Lavelle, but I think he will stay regardless. Ben Barkley, Jack Armour, Dylan McGeoch. There's a few. Sean Maguire. I don't want to see us give him another contract, but he needs to be fighting for that anyways. And yeah, it's so disappointing. Harrison Neal, even I think he gets a lot of unfair stick, but I also think he hasn't been great since he came in. He's kept that one clean sheet and had a really good game against Burton Albion, but other than that, he hasn't been bad, but he hasn't exactly been the keeper we paid for. He hasn't been the keeper people expected us to have brought in. Even he needs to be fighting for his place next season, because there's a perfectly good keeper behind him in Gabriel Breeze, who's just signed a new long-term deal. And if he's not careful, we're going to start League 2 next year with Gabriel Breeze as first choice. But yeah, the game as a whole, and again, played okay, came away with nothing. And yeah, I feel like I sound like a broken record saying things like that, because it happens every single week. But yeah, let me know what you think. I know there'll be a lot of discussion about the manager, but I just think it's, whether you're right or wrong, or whatever side of the argument you're on, I think it's a pointless debate, because it's not going to happen, I don't think, regardless of what the fans think. And to be honest with you, I don't think it should. I don't think it benefits either party to do that now. If you're going to do it, wait till the end of the season. But even then, I wouldn't do it. He won't get sacked anytime soon. But and that's probably a good thing, to be honest, in the long-term prospects of the club. But that's my opinion. Let me know what you think. Please like the video, subscribe to the channel, and I'll say that again. Please like the video and subscribe to the channel, and in a bit.